Hello and welcome to Health Focus this week. This week is the breastfeeding week. I have with me Rebecca Suubi, a lactation expert. You could call her breastfeeding expert. Why should we treat breastfeeding as a very critical and important factor?
A baby needs about 2 years for their immune system to mature to a level where it can support them much better. So these first 6 months, the first 2 years, the baby is depending a lot on the mother's milk for that immunity. A lot of the things that protect babies from diseases, those components cannot be made in a factory. That's why they cannot be in formula. So breast milk remains unique in its ability to protect a baby from falling sick of everything flying through. You'll find that a lot of young mothers these days, this month the baby has a viral infection, next month bacterial, the other month ear infection. Like the incidence of illnesses is a lot more. One of the reasons is because babies are not breastfeeding.
Yeah. What do you find as the amount of knowledge that couples have on breastfeeding, for example?
The how to breastfeed successfully, the how to sustain your breast milk breastfeeding journey to a whole 2 years. That's where the problem usually comes in, and most times couples are not equipped with the right information. So I will say yes, the breastfeeding is important, yes, but there are so many challenges that a breastfeeding mother will encounter when they have limited knowledge about how to go about it successfully. So to answer your question, to be honest, most mothers, most couples don't really have all the knowledge they need to have in order to breastfeed successfully. Do we have a generational gap somewhere?
Yeah.
We'll find that the generation of our mothers is a generation where there was a lot of formula marketing. So while our grandmothers were taught by their grandmothers the importance of breastfeeding, at least what they knew how to do, you'll find that there's a whole generation where they are convinced that formula is for the rich, it's for the affluent, formula is better, it has more vitamins and it has all that. So we skip to a generation where now mothers may want to go back to those, we are living in a day and age where people want to be healthier, want to go for what's organic and all that, but they are not getting that kind of knowledge, and that support is most likely going to come from a lactation professional.
When is a woman not able to breastfeed?
It can come from using a wrong pump. It can come from having the right breast pump, but you're using it in the wrong way. It can come from a bad latch, such that no matter what you drink or eat, it's not going to override the fact that your baby is latching poorly. It can come from sometimes hormonal family planning methods. It can come from several other factors. Yes. So usually even when a mother comes in for a lactation session and they are struggling with low milk supply, the first thing we do is identify what's causing it. Usually when you deal with that, then you deal with the supply issue.
Yeah.
Number two, we have mothers who have inverted or flat nipples that babies struggle to latch to, or sometimes larger than average nipple sizes. So you find that a mother needs a different kind of technique while they are breastfeeding to be able to successfully breastfeed. But because they already have it in their head that this is how we breastfeed, this is the only way that breastfeeding is done, you find that they get frustrated and just switch to formula or something else. Because, of course, you'll find that there are different breastfeeding techniques, there are different breastfeeding positions, there are different approaches to being able to latch your baby to the breast in case there's any kind of breast or nipple abnormality. Then we have incidents where a mother has to go back to work and they don't know how to go about. I'm leaving my baby at work, I'm going back to work. Of course, pumping usually comes in handy for such scenarios, but then we get back to how do you actually pump successfully. You'll find most moms tell you, I bought this pump, but I have a lot of milk in the breast, but when I pump, I get just a little bit in the bottle. Or I feel so much pain while pumping. Or the pump I bought, it was so expensive, but I'm not seeing the results. So they just give up altogether with the pumping. So usually we do have sessions with moms going back to work for them to be able to learn such things. We also have mothers who fail to breastfeed because they just lack the right information and the right knowledge.
What role should the man play?
First of all, educating yourself, having the right information as a father, as a husband, as a partner, to really know what are we doing, what is this about. So that sometimes the mothers come in alone for their sessions and they get back home and they're having a tug of war over what they've learned because the partner is not in unison with them.
Knowledge is power. There's no better way to understand that when you are equipped with the right knowledge, you can actually do the right thing. That's all we had for you this week in Health Focus. If you want to speak more to Suubi, you will find her here at Nakasero Hospital. My name is Walter Mwesigye. Have a very good evening.